Hey, this is Robert Naini, your spray foam advisor. And the cold weather is upon us. It's that time of year. November going into December, this is when we start to see colder weather. This is when we start to see shifts from the fall into the winter conditions all across the U.S. And some of this might help you out. So let's talk about cold weather. Let's talk about what cold is. What is actually cold? You know, from a comfort standpoint, cold is relative from person to person. Us Southerners often find 40 degrees Fahrenheit to be cold, while a Northerner might not think that that's very cold at all. However, when we're talking to other spray foam professionals about how to handle cold weather, it's important to understand what that means and what we mean when we say cold weather in terms of spray foam insulation. You see, in terms of the spray foam business, cold has nothing to do with your comfort level or what temperature you think is cold. Rather, it's about the temperature and conditions that will have an impact on your business or the temperature that your equipment and material thinks is cold. When your equipment and material thinks it's cold, this will directly affect the performance and profitability of your business. And that's the critical point here. You see, as temperatures fall below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, the ambient air, the substrate temperatures, that is considered cold for most spray foam systems. Depending on the manufacturer's recommendations, you may still be able to apply open cell foam below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but it is considerably more difficult. Make sure you talk to them directly, find out if you can do this, how they recommend going about it. Oftentimes this is going to require additional steps such as heating up substrates, heating up the ambient air inside of a structure, so your production time goes up and your costs go up. This is not your fault, this is not your business's fault, this is not your crew's fault. This is just how your business operates under these type of temperature conditions. You see, most closed cell spray foam systems also start to act up around this temperature as well. The material gets thicker, there's not enough chemical heat in standard formulas to kick off the reaction quickly enough, and they don't react fast enough. So most manufacturers have a winter formula available. They have a faster formula. So you have to start ordering and asking about winter formulas that have more chemical heat in them, which means they have more catalysts because they are faster formulations and they will react even in these ambient conditions lower than 50 degrees Fahrenheit. They will react fast enough where you still get good quality foam production. And then depending on the chemical manufacturer that you work with, some of them even have super winter formulas that can be sprayed with ambient and substrate temperatures as low as 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So you probably already know that temperature will affect your business at all times, but it's important to pay attention to these, especially as we start moving from November, the fall time frame, into the winter time frame, where we're going to see colder and colder temperatures. It's often a hidden point that this is very relative, not just to the temperature outside, but it's relative to your standard operating conditions. So for example, if your standard operating conditions are 90 degrees Fahrenheit ambient in the summer and 100 degrees Fahrenheit substrate temperatures like many cities throughout the South, then a sudden drop, even in the fall, down to 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 70 degrees Fahrenheit can be dramatic and can have a significant effect on performance. And if you continue to operate the exact same way you did during the summer, and you make no changes to your operation, you don't try to change your temperatures or your pressures or the way the foam is being processed, then you leave money on the table. You have losses in that situation. You're not getting maximum production. And this also applies to those of you up north when your moderate summer and fall temperatures fall from the 60s or 70s down into the 30s or 40s. Once again, if you make no changes to your operation, you also leave money on the table. All of this adds up. Your spray equipment, your generator, your compressor, your truck engine, all will react in their own way as temperatures fall. So it's important for you to understand these relationships and plan ahead for sudden changes, like possibly even preparing an inclement weather plan for your business. That could be very beneficial because in the end, your business depends on it. This is Robert Naini with Spray Foam Advisor. Thanks for checking us out. Catch us on some more videos. I love questions
Anyone out there, feel free to shoot in a question. I'll give you an email address right here for any questions you have. Send them to questions@sprayfoamadvisor.com. sprayfoamadvisorsingular.com. So questions@sprayfoamadvisor.com. Go ahead and send those questions in. I'll get to as many of them as I can, and I'll try to incorporate a select few into some of my weekly videos. And of course, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the blog if you haven't already done that. Find us on YouTube and like and follow us there. And check us out on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find us on all of your favorite social media sites, and you can keep up with the words of wisdom coming out of Spray Foam Advisor. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll catch you on some more videos. Take care.